It is a cold one here in California, Pennsylvania, but it is rather warm here in the Convocation Center. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Convocation Center in California, Pennsylvania for tonight's non-conference matchup where your California Vulcans will host the Eagles of Ashland University. My name is Hunter Garman, and joined with me, as always, is my good friend and broadcast partner, James Anderson. James, how are you doing on this cold December evening?
You know, it is December, and I'm still a little hungover from Thanksgiving eating all that turkey, so hopefully there's some good basketball today to kind of wake me up.
That is very true. Hopefully everyone had a great Thanksgiving holiday, but we are here now in the month of December, only 24 days away from Christmas, if you can believe it, and really, really close to the end of the semester for those of us here on campus, but we are not going anywhere. We have a really good basketball game coming up here today in the Convocation Center. Just one game. The women's will square off here. The Vulcans coming in at 3-5, and the Eagles coming in at 3-2. For the starters, for California, number 4, Nina Shaw, number 5, Kennedy Bankett, number 12, Maya Morgan, number 14, Macy Sardone, and number 23, Kamaya Williams. And for the visiting Eagles, number 1, Ashley Mullet, number 2, Corey Vermilia, number 10, Lexi Howe, number 13, Jenna Badali, and number 24, Jenna Slate. So 2 Jennas for the starting lineups for the Ashland Eagles.
That makes our job a little bit difficult up here, but luckily the numbers are visible. Love the color scheme of the Eagles here, that burgundy on gold.
Yeah, definitely the burgundy or purple, whichever you want to call it, on gold definitely does help here. It looks like it will be Williams and Slates to tip off. And we are underway here in the Convocation Center for some women's basketball. Mullet starting off. Pass over to Howe on the wing. Vermalia with the layup, no good. Rebounded by Williams, who will bring it up the court now for the Vulcans, and will pass to Shaw to set things up for California to start. Shaw gives to Bankett, driving in, putting up the layup off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, and the second attempt is no good there. Rebound fought for, eventually picked up by the Eagles. Howe on the dribble drive. That one tipped away, no good. Rebound fought for, picked up by Sardone, has to try and get away to somebody. 2 players down on the ground there, and the jump ball is called, and the possession will be in favor of the Vulcans.
Some great defense so far, back and forth.
Both teams showing excellent defense. As I said, the Eagles at 3-2. California still under 500 at 3-5, trying to find their rhythm. Shaw, handoff to Sardone. Sardone picked up her dribble, but gives to Kamaya Williams. Kamaya at the top of the key. Nice spin move, drive inside. Shot is no good. Picked up by Vermilia. Vermilia pass to Mullet. Mullet's going to take the baseline. Pass off, and a 3-ball attempt. No good there. Rebound is picked up by Shaw initially, but a foul called. That's going to go against Corey Vermilia. That's her first, team's first. Actually, that's going to go against Slate. Slate's first foul and the team's first of the quarter. Almost said half, but women play in quarters, not halves. Shaw up the court now for California. Gets the screen, tries to drive inside, has to pick up her dribble, pass back out. On the drive is Maya Morgan. Gives it back to Shaw, to Williams. Williams, nice spin move, and the layup is up and good. And the first points go to California for this game. On the dribble drive and the kick back out. Howe on the nice take, blocked away by Bankett. Picked up the rebound, but again, ball fought for and jump ball called, and this time the possession arrow favors the Eagles. So again, great defense by both teams so far, only a 2-0 game. Inbound is to Slates, who kicks it out to Howe. Howe working against Sardone, kicks it over to Badali and back to Mullet. Mullet on the drive, kicks it out to Vermilia, who tries for 3. Why not? And count it. It's good. Corey Vermilia from behind the arc. Shaw decides she's going to take it herself, trying to make a couple of moves. Layup up off the glass is no good. Rebound picked up by Slates. Handed to Badali. Badali now kicks over to Howe. Finds Slates on the inside, but stolen away by Nina Shaw. Shaw's going to slow it down a little bit, try and set things here for California. Shaw gets it to Bankett. Able to regain her dribble there. Kick over to Kamaya Williams on the near side. Out to Sardone. Sardone driving in, up off the glass, too strong and no good. Rebounded by Vermilia. Vermilia drive in off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Maya Morgan. So a bit of a back and forth affair here in the Convocation Center to start the game. Shaw trying to make a couple of moves. Has to kick it back out to Bankett. A couple of subs looking to come in for both teams. A foul there on the floor. I believe that's going to be against Ashley Mullett, her first, and the team's second of the quarter. As some subs come in for both teams. Number 3, Alicia Young, and 21, Jalasia Hull for the Vulcans. And number 15, Taylor Davidson, and I believe number 7, Caitlin Harabedian for the Eagles. Shaw trying to get something going here. Nice spin move there on the inside. Shot is no good off the glass. Rebound picked up by Slate. Shaw applying a little bit of pressure to Mullett. Nearly taken away there by Hull. On the dribble drive, a foul called, and they're going to get a travel. That was Taylor Davidson on the travel. Shaw hit the deck pretty hard, but able to get back up.
No one is giving anybody an inch here. Every point is hard fought.
That is very true. Definitely a hard fought game here so far. No points are coming easy for both teams. Shaw to Young. Young trying to make something going here. Step back jumper from Young is no good. Picked up by Davidson. Davidson trying to make a couple of moves on Hull, who's able to bat it away, but picked up by Mullett. That one nearly taken away by Young. Foul will be called, I believe, as a sub comes in for California. Number 22, Trinity Baylog, comes into the game, and Shaw will take a seat on the bench for the time being.
I saw when Shaw hit the deck there, she was holding her knee for a second, so hopefully that's nothing too major that we need to consider later in this game.
Very true. Another whistle's blown, and they're going to get Baylog on a foul. That's going to be her first, the team's first, and a couple of subs come in for the Eagles. Number 10, Lexi Howe back in. Number 0, Elisa Lopez. And I believe number 35, Joplin Yoder, are in the game for the Eagles. Lopez drives down. Baseline layup is no good. That one batted away. Layup by Harabedian is no good. Looks like she got maybe hit in the face there a little bit, but no whistle. Howe to inbound. Gets it to Lopez on the outside. Gets the screen. Kicks it back out to Howe. Now to Davidson. Trying to find someone inside. Gets to Howe for the mid-range 2. That one's up and good. Baylog now taking the place of Shaw up the court. Makes a nice move there on the inside drive. That one too strong off the glass and no good. Howe back the other way to Davidson. And they're going to say, I believe she stepped out. And that's the media timeout. We're going to take a quick break right here on CTV. CTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network. You're watching Vulcan Women's Basketball. We'll be right back.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates its 75th season in 2025 to 26, highlighting the many athletic achievements of its membership institutions. The PSAC has won 59 national team titles, 310 individual titles, produced 29 all-time Olympians, and 43 former PSAC players and coaches have been elected to National Halls of Fame. PSAC proud for 75 years and many more to come.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. A low-scoring game here so far, 5-2, California with possession. It's pretty much been all defense. I mean, there's only been 3 fouls so far this game, and it's been some pretty textbook defense from both teams.
Absolutely. Usually low-scoring games, you expect a couple more fouls coming out of it. You expect maybe a little bit of a dirtier game. But no, these two teams have been keeping a great set of defense, keeping it nice and clean, and just being where they need to be.
Both teams playing excellent defense. As you said, keeping it clean with the fouls. Only 3, 2 on Ashland, 1 on California. As California will start. Baylog has it for California. Kamai Williams now at the elbow. Baylog on the take is good. Hits the deck a little bit, but able to get back up. Great defense by Hull to bat that one away. Jalasia Hull with the excellent defense, or Lucky as her teammates call her. Nice shot there by Lopez is no good. Rebound tipped and picked up by Baylog and the Vulcans. Baylog with the nice take. That one kind of just off the bottom of the glass, no good. And again, another jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Vulcans.
Trinity just kind of ran out of room there.
Yeah, that one was a little bit of running out of room. Just has to get something up as a sub comes in for the Eagles. Jenna Slates comes back in favor of Joplin Yoder. Young just had to get that one up. Picked up by Williams. Williams tries again off the glass, and a couple of bounces and a foul called. They're going to get Kamaya Williams on the foul. That's her first, the team second. So the inbound goes to Lopez, and the Eagles will work on offense. Lopez working against Hull. And back to Howe, and a travel called. And that'll be another turnover. And the Vulcans get the ball back. Baylog for California trying to get things set up here on the near side. Tries to dump it down low to Hawkins, who gets it up off the glass, and good. Hope Hawkins playing that post underneath and gets the bucket. Lopez kicks it out to Howe. Young in coverage. Great defense, and the shot by Howe is too strong and no good. Picked up by the Vulcans, as a couple of subs are looking to come back in for Ashland. Baylog again to Hawkins down in the post. Hawkins trying to work her magic off the glass, and good again. Hope Hawkins showing the post moves. Lopez working against Kamaya Williams. That one looked like it was tipped, but not enough. That one goes in clean. A little bit of a back and forth affair here. California now up 8-7 with 2:40 and counting left in this first quarter. Kamai Williams now in the post. No good. Kicks it back out to Baylog. Baylog decides to calm it down. Still have just over 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Hull at the top trying to make something happen. Hull has to get rid of it. Back to Williams. Williams trying to make something, but lost that one, and that one is just a turnover. Great defense by the Eagles. It's again almost a full squad change. Mullet, Vermilia, and I believe Gia Castellanova comes in. Great defense there by Maya Morgan, who's also back in. That one taken away by Young. Has a step on her defenders, and Young with the nice, easy layup for two. Going back the way with no time to waste is the Eagles. And that layup by Mullet is no good. Rebounded by Young. Back to Baylog, who lost it for a moment, but able to pick it back up. Vulcans were lucky to keep that one in the back court to avoid the turnover there. Morgan to Young on the inside. The layup up off the glass end. Good. Alicia Young is starting to get hot here in this game. Mullet kicks it back out to Vermilia. Vermilia on the drive. Foul called. She'll go to the line for two. Foul's going to be on Hope Hawkins. It's her first, the team's third. And Corey Vermilia will head to the line for two as the sub comes in. Hall comes out. And for the Vulcans, number 5, Kennedy Bankett comes back in. First shot by Vermilia is up and good. Second shot by Vermilia. Rattles around, but falls. A 3-point game here with 1:18 left in the first quarter. Baylog for California. On the near side elbow. Gets down to Hawkins. Hawkins working that post again off the glass and off the rim and good. Hope Hawkins starting to get hot.
She has been almost automatic in that spot.
The layup by Mullet is no good. Rebounded awkwardly by Hawkins, but able to get it away to Baylog. A little bit of a lucky break there for the Vulcans. Morgan back to Baylog. Over to Young. Back to Bankett. Some great ball movement by the Vulcans. That one taken away, but a foul called. They're going to get Bankett on the foul. Team's first, team's fourth. Sub comes in for California. Number 15, CJ Sabo. Layup there by Vermilia is no good. Bankett gives it to Baylog. The shot clock is off. Bankett hands back to Baylog now. Trying to calm it down. They have the rest of the quarter to work with here to try and get the final shot off. Baylog for three. Why not? And that was a contested three, but that counts. Trinity Baylog gets the three ball, and that's the end of the first quarter. The score 17-9. You're watching women's basketball right here on CTV, CTV Sports 1, the PSAC Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. 1 quarter down, 3 more to go. The score 17-9 in favor of California. Lead extended to 8 after a very interesting three-pointer by Trinity Baylog. That one looked contested. One of those where you're wondering why in the world she shot it, but she made it, so not really going to worry about it too much. But regardless, it's been an interesting game here so far. There's been a lot of defense, and it's been rather clean up until the end of the first quarter, where a couple fouls got awarded to California. But so far, it's just been excellent defense by both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And a couple of things that at least I saw up here was a big momentum shift in that quarter. Hope Hawkins getting a couple of baskets back-to-back, and that really picked up this game a lot for both teams.
Hope Hawkins was starting to get hot there at the end. Foul is called on the California, I believe. Foul's going to be against C.J. Sabo, her first, the team's first of the quarter. So already only 8 seconds in, and there is a foul for California. Inbound to Lexi Howe. That one nearly stolen away by Young, able to corral it in, gets it to Morgan, who just kicks it back to Young, trying to slow it down. Baylog to bank it. Back to Baylog. Over to Maya Morgan. Morgan for three, why not? Just off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Mullet, gets to Vermilia on the break, and that one is a nice catch and shoot by the Eagles. One thing to note, our advisor told us during the break, in the previous poll, Ashland was ranked in the top 25 before dropping out, so this is a very good team the Vulcans are facing. Bankett makes a couple of moves, just kind of puts it up. That one too strong off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound and picked up. Another lob. That one to Slates, and that shot bounces around and falls.
She had a step ahead of her defender and was able to get in there.
Excellent vision by Vermilia to keep her eyes up the court. And notice that her teammate had a step. Baylog on the drive, lost it. It's going to be off her knee. Some subs will come in. Hope Hawkins and Kimaya Williams for California. And Young and Sabo will head to the bench. One thing to note, earlier in the first quarter, Nina Shaw hit the deck pretty hard, and you said got up clutching her knee, and she has not been in the game since. So one thing to note there for California, and I stand corrected as she looks to head her way to the scorer's table. So I guess the announcer's curse working in a different way than normal, as a three ball by Lexi Howe, why not? No good, rebounded by Hawkins. Williams to Baylog. So it looks like over on the scorer's table, Nina Shaw is good enough to come back in. Baylog to Hawkins, back to Baylog on the drive. Has to try and get it. Tried to get it to Kamaya Williams, but taken away by Vermilia, who just has pretty much open lane off the glass, and good. Corey Vermilia with the nice take.
That's what you like to see if you're Ashland. A 2-on-1 going down the other way.
2-on-1 drill that not many people really take into account, but when you have it in the game, it's helpful to have that connection with your teammate. Morgan trying to get it back to Kamaya Williams, able to pick it up off the tip. Foul called as Lexi Howe hits the deck pretty hard, but gets back up. Couple of subs for both teams. They're going to get Lexi Howe on the foul. It's her first, the team's first. Shaw and Sardone back in for California. Couldn't tell who exactly came in for the Eagles. Inbound to Bankett. Kick over to Shaw. Shaw working on the near side, trying to find a lane. Nice cut by Sardone, but the shot, is just a little bit too short. Rebound by Lopez. Over to Badali. Shot by Slates is no good, but foul will be called. They'll get Hope Hawkins on the foul. That's her second, and the team's second of the quarter. As Young comes back in to sub, and Hawkins will head to the bench. And Jenna Slates will head to the line for two. Slate's coming into this game 5 for 7 on free throws. Misses that one there. Second free throw by Slates to make this a 1-point game is up and good. 17-16 the score, just over a minute before the media timeout. That one poked away, but picked up by Young. Gives it back to Shaw. Now trying to set things up, kicks it to Bankett. Tried to find Young underneath, and that one just a little outside her reach. And Jalasia Hall will come back in for Bankett. I also believe a sub came in for Ashland. Did not see who it was. Lopez to bring it up the court for the Eagles. Makes a move on Shaw, trying to drive inside. Quick pull-up jumper, rattles around, but falls. So right now, back and forth affair here in the Convocation Center. Shaw, nice stop there, but shot just a little off the mark. Lopez now on the near side. Over to Castellanova. Now back to Lopez. Back to Castellanova, who tries for three. Why not? It's good. Gia Castellanova for three. Extending the lead now to 4 for the Eagles. Shaw kicks it out to Hull on the near side, trying to make a move, driving the baseline. That one got tipped away, but a foul will be called. They're going to get Castellanova on the foul. And Alexi Howe will come back in for the Eagles. And Jenna Badali will come in. Hull's first free throw, a little bit off the mark there. Hull coming into this game 19 of 24 for 3 free throws. A little bit of a tongue twister there to say really quickly. And the second one is up and good. 21-18 score, 3-point game, about 30 seconds to the media. Great ball movement by the Eagles. A little bit of a carousel here as Lopez tries to drive inside. Whistle called. They're going to get Shaw on a foul. That's her first, the team's third of this quarter. So not as clean with the fouls as the first quarter. A couple of players with a couple of fouls already. Howe to inbound for the Eagles. Gets it into Slates. Slates driving the baseline. Has to try and find somebody. Gets it out to Lopez at the top of the key. Lopez on the drive. Off the glass and good. That one was high off the backboard, but found the right spot and falls. Shaw now back the other way. Nice pass to Hull. That one is up and good. And count it. Hull will go to the line to make it a 3-point play. That's Howe's second foul, the team's third. She'll sub out, and Ashley Mullett will come back in. Held to make it a 3-point play. Rattles around and falls out. No good. Mullett up the court. Over to Lopez. Lopez makes her man miss. Back wide open to Slates. Great offense there by the Eagles, finding the hole in the zone and making the Vulcans pay for it. Shaw to Williams. Williams trying to get to somebody. Back to Shaw at the top. Shaw back to Williams. Williams trying to make some moves. On the take is up and good. Kamaya Williams for 2. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Media will be next stoppage. That one nearly stolen away by Sardone. Slates down low underneath. Quick little spin move around and good.
Like I mentioned at the beginning of this quarter, the momentum has definitely picked up.
As you said, partner, momentum is definitely changing. Williams on the take, off the glass, no good. Picked up by Mullet, ran into her own team there, but able to regain control. Mullet just going to take it herself. That one tipped, no good. Slates on the rebound, is up and good. Timeout called by Coach Strom. And this is also the media timeout, so we're going to take a quick break right here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Digital Network. We'll be right back.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates its 75th season in 2025 to 26, highlighting the many athletic achievements of its membership institutions. The PSAC has won 59 national team titles, 310 individual titles, produced 29 all-time Olympians, and 43 former PSAC players and coaches have been elected to National Halls of Fame. PSAC proud for 75 years and many more to come.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. The score 29-22, and while we have a minute, we're going to take a look at the team leaders for the Ashland Eagles.
So most recently in this game, Slates has been phenomenal inside, and to say the least, she's on the leaderboard twice here for steals at 6 and rebounds at 10.4. Mullet sitting at 20 assists, so that is definitely someone else to keep in mind.
Yeah, right now, the Ashland Eagles are on a little bit of a tear here as the Vulcans try and figure things out. Media was from a Coach Strom called timeout, not one you see too much anymore, as that layup from Young is a little bit too strong. Vermilia back the other way for the Eagles. Step through, no good, but saved by Young, but picked up by the Eagles. The quick floater there is no good, picked up by Kamaya Williams. Baylog kicks it to Young. Back to Baylog.
When you're down by 7, you gotta work on something quick. Get the momentum back on your side.
Yeah, you want to take the easy shots. Baylog for 3. That one a little bit off the mark and no good. Picked up by Yoder. Lopez for the Eagles kicks it out to Vermilia, who's going to try for 3. Why not? And that one was as clean as you can get. Corey Vermilia with the 3 ball. Ashland extending their lead now to 10 points here with just under 2.5, excuse me. That one, not sure exactly where that one was headed, but Lopez with the awareness to pick it up. Lopez kicks it to Mullet. Mullet working against Hull, trying to get something. Back out to Lopez, to Vermilia. Thought about the 3, but doesn't take it. On the step through, foul, and count it. The bucket is good. Corey Vermilia will go to the line to make it a 3-point play.
Key example of just continuing with the play. Finish your shot. Try and get those points.
Corey Vermilia coming into the game 8 for 10 from the charity stripe, and she had a couple of 3-pointers here today. She's 10 for 18 coming into this game from 3, so pretty efficient 3-point shooter as she makes that foul shot. So just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. California down 13. Young on the near elbow, trying to get it to someone. Makes a move on the end around. Too strong off the glass again. Rebounded by Hawkins, trying to keep it inside to Young with the second effort. No good. That one off the hands of Young, and it will be in favor of the Eagles as Jenna Slates comes back in, and Joplin Yoder will check out. The inbound is to Mullet. About a minute and a half remaining. That one nearly stolen away by Young. Able to get it this time, and Young with the quick pull-up jumper. Foul called, and Young will go to the line for 2 shots. Alicia Young from the free throw, 11 of 21. So just over 52% from the charity stripe. First shot is up and good. Second shot by Alicia Young is up and off the front of the rim, no good. Picked up by the Eagles. Mullet now for Ashland. Now to Lopez, who makes a move, trying to drive inside, kicks it back out to Mullet, who makes one person miss. Quick pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by Slates. That one fouled as she goes for it. And I believe it will go against Maya Morgan. That's her second, the team's 5th of the quarter, and Jenna Slates will head to the line as Ashland finds himself in the bonus.
She's 50% today from the stripe, so let's see what she can do.
Slate's first shot is up and good. Second shot by Jenna Slates is good.
And she brings up to 75.
Ashland extending their lead to 14 with it just over a minute in the the first half, second quarter. Baylog for California, trying to get something going, has to pick up her dribble, but picked up by Williams. Able to keep it alive, tries to get it down low to Hawkins, and a foul on the floor. And Cal goes into the bonus as Hawkins will go to the line. As I believe the foul is against Jenna Slates. That's her second. She'll come out. And Caitlin Harabadian will be back in. Hawkins makes her first. She is 8 for 18 from the free throw line on this season so far. Second one is off the front of the rim, no good. Picked up by Lopez. Back the other way for Ashland. That one nearly stolen away, but picked up by Badali. Nearly lost that one. Has to try and find somebody. Gets it to Castellanova, and that 3-ball by who else? Corey Vermilia. The final seconds will tick away in the first half. California finds themselves at a pretty high deficit here, down 16. Baylog trying to get something to Young. Young is going to pull up from about the free throw line, and that one just falls. Lopez gets it to Badali, who tries the long ball. No good. And that is halftime. The score at the half, Ashland 40, California 24. We have second half action coming up here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates its 75th season in 2025-26, highlighting the many athletic achievements of its membership institutions. The PSAC has won 59 national team titles, 310 individual titles, produced 29 all-time Olympians, and 43 former PSAC players and coaches have been elected to National Halls of Fame. PSAC proud for 75 years and many more to come.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. We have one more half to go of this women's basketball game between the California Vulcans and the Ashland Eagles. Again, Hunter Garman and James Anderson. And so far, the first half has been rather interesting, to say the least.
A lot back and forth, high momentum off of what can only be described as Hope Hawkins doing what she does best inside the paint, and then it just ramped up from there.
Yeah, it started to get hot with California, and then Ashland found their rhythm and pretty much took off and ran with it. Right now, Ashland leads in pretty much every major stat except for one, and you can see on the screen right now the halftime stats. And the only thing that California has Ashland beat is they have 4 less turnovers.
Yes, and an interesting part of that statistic is each team has had 7 points off of turnovers.
That's true.
So no one's really benefiting from their turnovers, from their rebounds, to say the least.
That's very true. Right now, some quick stats. California, 10 for 32 from the field. Ashland, 15 of 29. Ashland, 4 for 6 from the three-point arc. Pretty much most of those coming from Corey Vermilia. And California, only 1 for 3. That one coming off, I believe, from Trinity Baylog. And from the charity stripe, Ashland, 6 for 7. I'm going to leave it there. And California, 3 for 7. And Ashland with 24 rebounds. California with only 15. A lot of those rebounds defensively for the Eagles. They've been able to take away the second chances from California. And there have been 3 lead changes for both teams. But Ashland has had the more time with the lead so far. But we are getting ready to getting ready to get back underway here.
Yep, but the most important numbers are the ones on the scoreboard.
Very, very true. California currently behind 24 to 40. And they will get the ball to start this half. Shaw brings it up the court to the far side. Kickoff to Bankett. Tries to get it back underneath to Williams, who works her way inside off the glass. And that one's good. Kamaya Williams gets us started here with the first points of the half. That one, bit of a foul there as Morgan and Badali went for it. Badali took a hit, but able to get back up on her feet. And that's going to be a foul on Maya Morgan, understandably so. It's her first, not her first. It's the team's first of the quarter. But that's going to be Morgan's 3rd foul of this game so far. So definitely one to watch. Is in foul troubles. That one nearly stolen away by Sardone. And it's going to go off the hands of Vermilia. And California gets another turnover. Shaw for California, driving inside, kicks it to Sardone on the edge, driving the baseline, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Kamaya Williams, though. Pull-up jumper from mid to long range, that one no good. Picked up by Sardone, and a foul called. And so far, California has a little bit of momentum. It's going to be on Badali, and Sardone will head to the line for 2. Coming into the game, Sardone, 5 for 8 from the free throw. Make that 6 for 9. Second shot by Sardone is good. Make it 7 for 10 on the season. Mullet up the court for the Eagles now. Over to Badali. Now back to Mullet. Trying to find someone down low. Great defense by California, keeping it locked up down low. Morgan working against Slates. Slates has that one tipped away, picked up by Morgan. Back the other way come the Vulcans. Shaw going to bring it out and reset. Gives it to Sardone. Back to Shaw. Shaw trying to work inside. Makes a couple of moves. Has to kick it out. Gets it to Williams. Williams over to Morgan. Nearly took an extra step there, but able to save it. Shaw has to try and find something. A couple of moves there. That one tipped away and picked up by Lexi Howe. Comes back the other way. A nice spin move, able to regain her dribble. But shot no good, picked up by Slates. Has to get it away to Badali. Vulcans want to travel. They won't get it. Mullet working against Bankett. Kicks it out to Badali. Quick pull-up from mid-range. No good. Rebound by Sardone.
That's something we haven't seen much this game. Slate's being denied and having to pass it away in back-to-back possessions.
Vulcans made some halftime adjustments, it looks like, trying to limit that collateral damage. Shaw to Williams. Nice move there, down low. That one up, around, and good. Vulcans cut the lead to 10 early here in this second half. Mullet driving inside. Kicks it out to Vermilia. Vermilia down low. That one denied away by Bankett. Tried to keep it out of her reach, but Bankett able to swat it away. As Young comes in for the Vulcans, and Maya Morgan will check out. No sub for the Eagles. Mullet taken away by Williams. Now brings it back the other way. Williams over to Bankett. Kicks it to Shaw. Some subs looking to come in for the Eagles' next stoppage. Shaw trying to direct some traffic to the near side. Kicks it to Young down low. Young tries the move. Fall away jumper is good. Alicia Young smooth with it underneath. Mullet driving back the other way, trying to get back, and foul will be called. They're going to get Shaw on the foul. That's her second and the team's second of the quarter, and a trio of subs will come in for the Eagles. Number 11, Gia Castellanova. Number 7, Caitlin Harabadian. I'm not sure who else came in. It looks like someone's coming in for the shooter. Looks like Alyssa Lopez looks to come in for Mullet, as her second free throw is up and good. And my suspicions were correct, as Lopez checks in and Mullet will check out. Shaw up the court for California, 6:45 and counting remaining in the third. Shaw kicks it down low to Young. Young from the corner, no good. Lopez now back the other way for the Eagles. Kicks it out to Badali. That three ball no good, rebounded by Young. Shaw at the top of the key, waiting for something to develop. Kicks it out to Bankett. Bankett back to Shaw. Shaw tries to get the screen from Young, but able to get it down low. Finds Bankett on the cut, trying to work it inside, and the quick pull-up jumper by Bankett, a little too soft, falls off the front of the rim.
We're starting to see more fourth quarter basketball where it was just a lot back and forth, good defense, everybody working for that point.
Bankett now for California gives it to Shaw to set things. Gives it back to Bankett. Tries to get it inside to Kamaya Williams. Working her way down low, up off the glass, and good. Kamaya Williams with the quick layup, trying to cut into this lead. Lopez on the dribble drive, too high off the glass, picked up initially by Harabadian and lost it out of bounds. And it will stay. Actually, it will be a turnover in favor of California.
Just a little too hard of a pass, came right off the hands.
And this is the first called timeout of the half, and it will be media length, but we will keep it here. So far, it's been an interesting game, to say the least. as we have a moment to take a look at the Vulcan leaders.
So a lot of names we've been throwing around today for both sides of the team. A couple of them that we've heard a lot of here. Williams on the board for 2 categories. One for assisting at 25 and the other for rebounds at 8 even. Bankett, points per game, 14.4. I'm sorry, Williams is there 3 times. Rebounds, assists, and also minutes per game, sitting at 36.1 minutes per game. So usually when she's in the game, she's there for almost the whole time.
Very true there, as we can see. But one thing to note, California, coming out of the half, was down by quite a large margin. It was 40-26. Now it's 41-34. They've cut it down to 7. And timeout, I believe, was called by Ashland. So definitely trying to break up the Vulcan momentum here, as it's clearly been California for a good part of this first half of the third quarter.
Yeah. And again, we're kind of seeing that first quarter action again. Heavy defenses both sides. The fouls are 2-1, and sadly not in California's favor there. But it's been clean defense, and it's been high momentum. A lot of quick action.
A lot of quick action, having to work for the points that they get. We're back underway here. Shaw tries to get it down low to Hawkins. Nice high lob. Hawkins able to secure it. Hawkins working that paint, and she gets the layup. Hope Hawkins working it down low.
That's where she's most deadly tonight.
And a travel will be called there, as Castellanova took one too many steps, and that will be the media timeout. We're going to step away and take a quick break. You're watching women's basketball right here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. The score 41-36 in favor of California. If you're just now joining us at the half, California was trailing by a considerable margin, but now they've cut it back to within 5. One of the contributing factors is Hope Hawkins being able to work her way into the paint and into the post and just able to get those tough points for California. Right now, her career high for points is 16. She's sitting at 9 currently. So we'll have to see if she inches closer to that career high of 16 points for California. The inbound to Shaw, and she'll bring it up the court for California as we get back underway. Shaw to Young. To Williams, tries to find Hawkins underneath, able to corral it in, but getting double teamed down low, able to work it. Hawkins puts it up, no good. Rebound by Kamaya Williams, has to just heave it away, and that one is taken away by Ashley Mullet. Mullet working inside, kicks it out. 3 ball is no good by Castellanova. And a whistle blown, and Kamaya Williams is being looked at. And Jalasia Hall will come in. She got injured on a play.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to clean her up a little bit. It looks like there was a little bit of blood on her shoulder there. So something definitely happened.
Hope she's okay. For California in general, look like they have to help her to the bench. So that's something to keep in mind. But we get back underway here. Hull comes in Williams' place. Hull back to Shaw. Inside to Young, a little bit too strong, picked up by Harabedian. Brings it back, 3-ball by Mullet, off the front of the rim, no good, picked up by Shaw. Shaw back the other way for California. Gets it to Young, who tries for 3, why not? That one a little bit too strong. Rebounded by Hawkins. Hawkins back to Shaw to set things up. Plenty of time left on the play clock. Big lob to Hawkins, getting triple teamed at this point. They realize how viable she is under the net. Hull working inside, quick pull-up jumper is no good. Picked up by the Eagles. Mullet now back the other way, over to Harabedian. Gets it down low to Slates, I believe. Slates working against Hawkins. Quick fall-away jumper is up and good. Jenna Slates proving vital for this Eagles team with now, I believe, 13 points on the night. Hull kicks it back to Shaw. Sardone back to Shaw. Excuse me, Slates has 11. Sardone for 3. No good. And that one tipped away and will be in favor of the Eagle. And I was right. Slates does have 13 so far on the night. As a couple of subs will come in for the Eagles. And Trinity Baylog will come in, and Shaw will come out for California. Looks like Lexi Howe is back in, and Vermilia is back in for the Eagles. Mullet working against Young. Heaves it for Slates, able to stay it in bounds, but gets it off the feet of Sardone to keep it in the Eagles' possession.
And it looks like Williams went down the tunnel, so I don't think we're going to be seeing her for the rest of this game.
Definitely one thing to note for California. Mullet working her way inside. Hawkins doing her best defense. Sardone working against Vermilia as the play clock winds, and a foul will be called as Hawkins just hangs in there. She'll get called for the foul. That's Hawkins' third and the team's third of the quarter, and Vermilia will head to the line for 2. First shot by Vermilia is up and good. Second shot by Vermilia, who's been very efficient tonight, is up, rolls around, and falls out. Vermilia up to 19 points on the night. That would have been 20 if she made the second shot. Hull tries to get it down low to Hawkins, kicks it back out to Baylog for 3. Why not? Off the back of the rim, no good. Picked up by the Eagles. Mullet over to Badali, 3 balls, no good. Picked up by the Eagles again. Mullet kicks it to Howe. Lexi Howe tried to force it down low to Slates, but that one taken away by Baylog. Back up the court now, gets it to Hull. Hull looking for someone down low. Tries the long, too. No good, taken by Slates and passed back to Mullet. Now trying to work her way inside and gets it up around Hope Hawkins for the bucket. The lead now back up to 10 for the Eagles. Baylog trying to get things set for California. The final minute and a half ticking away in the third quarter. Young tries to force it to Hawkins, put it up, and she gets fouled on the way, so Hawkins will head to the line for 2.
She's only been to the line once tonight, and she shot 1 for 2.
That's going to be Jenna Slate's third, so one thing to note for Ashland is Slate's is at 3 fouls. With something to see if California will try to exploit as Slates usually plays down low underneath, they can try and force her out of this game. First shot by Hawkins, a little bit too strong and no good. Hawkins looking to get to 10 points. Unfortunately, that will not happen at this moment. Mullet working her way inside, trying to find somebody. Kicks it out to Vermilia. Thought about the three, trying to get it fake, but Young steals that one away. Young has one person to beat. 2-on-1, gets it to Baylog. That layup too strong, but the second effort by Young is no good, but able to haul it initially, and Hawkins puts it up and gets fouled. The bucket counts. Hawkins will head to the line for a potential three-point play. Foul's going to be against Lopez. That's her first, the team's third. Hawkins now at 11 points, looking to make it 12. That shot's up and good. Hope Hawkins now at 12 points on the night, the leading scorer for this Vulcan team. That one nearly stolen away by Hawkins. Slates to Harabedian is good.
Just a clean pass there.
Not sure where that one was headed as Baylog was arguing with Sardone on placement. Baylog thought Sardone was going to continue, but Sardone kind of stopped. Ashley Mullet taking her time. There's about maybe, looks like there's a second difference on the shot and game clock, but it looks like the game clock is actually ahead of the shot clock, which is kind of interesting there. The shot clock in that case should be off, but the quick pull-up jumper by Lopez is good, and that's the end of the third quarter. 50-39 in favor of the Eagles, the score. We got one more quarter here. You're watching women's basketball. We're here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates its 75th season in 2025-26, highlighting the many athletic achievements of its membership institutions. The PSAC has won 59 national team titles, 310 individual titles, produced 29 all-time Olympians, and 43 former PSAC players and coaches have been elected to National Halls of Fame. PSAC proud for 75 years and many more to come.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. As you can see on the screen, the Christmas tree here in the Convocation Center. As we said in the open, we are 24 days away from Christmas, as it is December 1st, which it's kind of hard to believe that 2025 is pretty much done and dusted at this point.
Absolutely. Me and my colleagues were talking about it's week 15 of the semester. Next week is finals.
Yeah, that it is. It's hard to believe that we're pretty much done. For those watching for all the sports, obviously the run for Vulcan football is now done as they fell by 2 yards to Frostburg State. But regardless, California had an excellent football season. And one thing to note, Kamaya Williams is back out on the bench, albeit, but she is back out there to support her team as the inbound goes to Ashland to start this quarter.
One quick thing to mention about her, she needed help walking to the tunnel. She was able to come out on her own accord to the bench.
Probably just something maybe in the eyes as a foul gets called on Baylog. That's her second, the team's first of this quarter. Alyssa Lopez will inbound for the Eagles. The inbound goes to Mullet. Mullet working on Young, trying to get something going. Mullet makes one nice move, and the rebound goes back to her as Lopez lost it for a moment, but able to come out with it. Pardon the voice crack there. Slate's working down low, trying to get something as she lost that one. Did not look like a foul there on Hawkins, but regardless, the ref saw something different clearly, and that's her 4th foul of the game, so definitely something to watch.
Hawkins has been the menace of this California team, so getting her out of the game with Williams possibly not returning.
The announcer curse strikes again in that aspect as Williams will head to the scorers table to check in. So definitely good to see if you're California that Kamai Williams is coming back in as the second shot by Slates is up and good.
So that's one apiece now.
The announcer curse working in ways that you don't really, I mean, it's good for California.
It's good for personal.
Yeah. There you go. Young to Sardone to Baylog, trying to get the ball moving here in the final minutes of the game. Sardone to Baylog again, down to Williams, who tries the long range 2. That one, clean execution, cutting the lead back to 10. But up the court now come the Eagles without wasting any time. Mullet to Slates, off the glass, too strong, rebounded by Kamaya Williams. Williams to Baylog. Baylog, just hand off to Young. Young to Williams in the middle. Williams makes a nice spin move off the glass. No good, but picked up by the Vulcans, and that foul is on Hull. She'll head to the line for 2. We're going to get Alyssa Lopez on the foul. It's her second, the team's first of the quarter. She'll take a seat, and Lexi Howe will come in her place.
This is Hall's 4th time up to the line. She's 1 for 3 so far.
First shot by Hull is up and good. Second shot by Hull, too strong off the back of the rim and no good. Playing up press defense on Lexi Howe. Howe on the take is off the glass and good. That was a nice strong layup by Lexi Howe. Pushing their lead back to 11. Baylog to Hull. Into Williams, who gets double teamed inside. Williams to kick it out to Baylog, who's going to try for 3. Count it, it's good. Trinity Baylog, 4-3.
She has been no stranger to that 3-point line this season.
Rebound there by Slates. The second effort is no good, and the rebound picked up by Williams. Baylog hands off to Sardone, back to Baylog this time. Working that far side, collapsing in, and a charge is called as Howe hangs in there, draws out the foul. It's going to be against Kamai Williams. That's her second, the team's second, or team's third, excuse me. So California now up to 3 fouls already, with still over 7 minutes remaining. And a travel on Mullet as she took one too many steps there. As Vermilia will come in, and Harabedian will take a seat. Inbound to Baylog. Up the court for California. Hands off to Hull. To Williams in the middle. Back to Sardone on the far side, bringing it to the near side. Baylog thought about the 3. Nice spin move by Baylog. The layup off the glass and good. A nice move by Trinity Baylog for 2.
Baylog just working her way, being forceful, getting it to the net.
Vulcan's playing some excellent defense now, trying to create some turnovers to get back into this game, as Howe's pass is good to Slates, and she gets the layup off the glass. Hope Hawkins at the scorer's table looking to try and come back in. Hull gives it to Young, but back to Hull, working the baseline. The jumper off the glass, and good. The Vulcans not going down without a fight as the score is within 6. Mullet trying to find something. Going to take it herself. That one batted away and picked up by the Vulcans. Hull gets it to Young. Lost it initially, but able to haul it back in. Gets it to Sardone on the layup is good. The Vulcans finding some rhythm here. Trying to climb their way back into it. Timeout is called by Ashland, trying to break up the momentum here, and I believe is the 5-minute media. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Vulcan Basketball here on CTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. 5:50 remaining in the game. California within 4 now. Had some momentum going, causing Ashland to call a timeout to try and break that momentum up as California was getting the upper hand in defense and on offense as they're finding the rhythm. The players creating the space, creating the passes, and the buckets. Sardone off the layup with the assist from Baylog. So far, California is looking to try and claw their way back into this.
They are kicking and screaming their way in. They're letting their presence be known that this game ain't over yet.
As I said right before the timeout, California is not going down without a fight. As most of the games for California are win or loss, they don't go down easy. Lopez has that one picked away by the Vulcans. Baylog, that one intended for Hawkins, but that one's stolen away. And now Lopez on her own, and that layup is up and good.
There was no one within a mile of her. She had all the free reign she needed.
Lead back up to 6 for the Eagles. Still plenty of time to work with here for California. California does have to watch, though. Some players in foul trouble. That one gets to Hawkins. Hawkins puts that one up. She'll head to the line for 2.
Speaking of foul trouble, that is one of them. Hawkins.
And speaking of foul trouble, Jenna Slates picks up her 4th foul, so now she's in foul trouble too. So both players who play really well underneath the net for both teams are now in foul trouble, as Slates will head to the bench and Joplin Yoder will come back in for the Eagles. Hawkins, 2 shots. First one swishes and is good. Hawkins now up to 13 points on the night. As I said, the lead scorer for this Vulcan team. And the second shot rattles around, no good. So still at 13 points on the night for Hope Hawkins.
That puts her 3 for 7 on the strip.
And a foul called. So off the ball foul. They're going to get Joplin Yoder on the foul. That's her first, team's 3rd. So advisor saying she held on to her, or to her person. California now down 5, looking to create some magic here in the Convocation Center. Sardone at the top, gets the screen from Hawkins. Hawkins trying to work her way down low. Foul called. I believe they're going to get Yoder again. And I am correct on that. That's her second, the team's fourth. So Yoder already picking up 2 fouls really quickly. She'll head to the bench along with Lopez. And I believe that's Badali, and a couple of Eagles will come in. Williams gets it to Young on the inbound. Young forces it down low to Hawkins. The Eagles collapsing the floor, trying to go around Hawkins. Foul called, and Hawkins will go back to the line. As Hawkins doing a great job of just fighting through the double team and even the triple team even, because they realized how dominant she is underneath the net. Hawkins looking to add to her point total.
So, yeah, she's 3 for 7 on today.
Her first is no good. One thing to note now, California now finds himself in the bonus. So they're going to be looking to try and draw as many fouls as they can. Second shot by Hawkins. Rattles around, falls out. So Hawkins, that time at the line, does not cash in. The layup by Mullet is no good. Rebounded by Williams. 4.5 minutes remaining in this game. California down 5, trying to get back into it. Williams tries to force it to Hawkins. Hawkins, again, team collapsing to Sardone. Puts up the mid-range jumper. It's good. Macy Sardone brings the lead down to 3. Mullet hands to Howe, who tries for 3. Why not? That one bounces around. No good. Rebound ripped away, but a jump ball called, and the possession arrow favors the Vulcans. Hawkins will head to the bench, and Hull will come back in. I said to you during the break that this is going to come down to the wire, and it's looking so here. Baylog hands to Hull. Hull gets it to Williams in the middle. Back out to Baylog. Baylog gets the screen, tries to work inside. Tries down low to Hull. Hull with the reverse layup. Too strong and no good. Rebounded by Harvadian. Back out to Mullet. Has Vermilia, and that layup is good. Leads back up to 5. A timeout called by California. 5-point difference here. 3.5 minutes remaining. While we have a moment, we're going to take a look at some of the games tonight.
So we have Shippensburg playing tonight. We have Kutztown playing tonight. Kutztown hosting the next round of the NCAA football playoffs. So good luck to them out there. And that is a 5:30 game basketball-wise. So we got a bunch of conference, non-conference schedule going on today. Like I mentioned, Kutztown, big game. I believe the men's are playing them on Monday.
I think you were right. One thing to note that our advisor pointed out while you were reading those is the amount of rebounds. Ashland now is up to 42 rebounds on the night. California only at 33. The rebound game for Ashland has been huge.
Yes.
Slate's right now actually has a double-double, I just noticed. 16 points, 12 rebounds. So Slate's on a double-double, but also 4 fouls. So another thing to note, again, Hawkins, 6 rebounds, 13 points, 4 personal fouls. The other Vulcan players with double-digit points, Trinity Baylog at 10 and Kamaya Williams also at 10. But 3.5 minutes remaining. Ashland up 5. California, to note, in the double bonus.
And also with Trinity being on the court, you got to expect some three-point shots coming from her.
She can get open. She will take them. Baylog tries to force it low to Hawkins. That one gets tipped away and picked up by Lexi Howe. comes back the other way for the Eagles.
Ashland has been able to figure out Hawkins as of late.
Mullet gets it to Vermillion. Vermillion driving low. Mid-range jumper rattles around. No good. Picked up by Herabedian. The second effort, no good, but picked up by Young, and back the other way come the Vulcans. 2.5 minutes, just over 2.5 minutes remaining. Sardone to Williams. Williams trying to get it down to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to force her way in. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors the Eagles. And that's been the Eagles' plan for the last couple of minutes. As soon as Hawkins gets the ball, just crash towards her, try and throw her off balance, get the ball, do something.
And with her percentage on the line today, it's not a bad chance to make her take those free throws.
Herabedian with the nice move, but the shot is no good. Rebounded by Young. Young back the other way for California. Gives it to Baylog, trying to set things up. Still down by 5, just over 2 minutes. Baylog gets to Williams. Williams on the inside layup, just not high enough. And hits the crease, and no good. Back the other way come the Eagles. Mullet working against Sardone. Beat her one man. Quick pull-up jumper, no good. Herabedian says she stepped out, says the ref. And California will get the ball. Slates will come back in. And Herabedian will head to the bench. Again, Slate's on 4 fouls. See if the Vulcans try and pressure her to cause her to foul out of this game.
And there's still plenty of time to play, so that is a good possibility.
Baylog to Hawkins. Hawkins tries to get it to Young. Young, short-range jumper is up and good. Alicia Young cuts the lead to 3. 1.5 remaining in the game. 3-ball ties it here in the Convocation Center. Mullet working on Sardone. Trying to get something going here. Lopez now on the near side. Working against Baylog. Lopez trying to drive inside. Mid-range jumper off the rim, no good. Picked up by Williams. Keeping her eyes up court. Final minute starts to tick away here in the Convocation Center. Baylog trying to direct traffic. Baylog working her way inside, kicks it out to Williams. Williams trying to drive inside, foul called, and she'll head to the line.
This is Williams' first time coming up.
They're going to get Vermillion on the foul. That's her first. So Vermillion has fouls to give. Kamaya Williams looking to bring this lead in a little bit more. First shot is good. A little bit of a rattler there. I see you take a sigh of relief. That one fell in.
I was holding my breath the whole time for that one.
Kamaya Williams to bring the lead in 1. She makes it. Kamaya Williams makes her 2 free throws. Ashland takes their timeout. The lead is within 1.
This ain't good for my blood pressure.
While we have a moment, we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
Upcoming this week, we got track and field at Youngstown. Basketball, men and women's, heading to Bloomsburg this week. Most importantly, though, men's basketball versus Bowie State. That game's going to be over in Hammer Hall on Monday because graduation is next week here at California. So the gym here will be out of use.
Yep. And Ashland called their timeout to advance the ball, as that is something that can be done here, as they're going to inbound the ball right in front of the Ashland bench. So it gives their players a little bit more time to work with to try and keep this lead, to extend it California looking to try and get the ball back.
Yeah, there's about 14-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock, so there definitely has to be at least one more shot.
It's true. The little crowd that's here is starting to try and get into it. Young working on Mullet, trying to get something. The shot clock continues to wind here. The seconds tick down. Howe working with the layup. That one's no good. Rebounded by Hawkins. Williams up the court, the final seconds. The shot clock is null and void. Strom takes a timeout. 12 seconds. 1 point game. 2 points is all you need. One final play, potentially one final shot.
One shot to make it happen.
To seal the deal. As our advisor tries to write something and my pen explodes. But the question, who do you go to for this final shot?
Well, Hawkins, she's getting ready to foul out, so I wouldn't be surprised if they subbed her in real quick for that for the infield. But also, I mean, you gotta go with Williams right now. She's on the court. Get to Williams and maybe try and draw a foul with that. Get that automatic 2 shots.
So the inbound goes to Baylog. The final seconds take away here in the Convocation Center. The Vulcans looking to pull off a last-minute miracle. Williams to Young for the ball. She gets it. 3.7 seconds. Alicia Young hits the mid-range jumper. Ashland calls the timeout to advance it to try and win it in the final 3 seconds.
Don't want to disrupt you here, but I swear when she made that shot, I thought this place shook a little bit.
It pretty much seemed like it. The little crowd that could, I guess you could say, starting to get into it here. A couple of the players, looks like from the basketball team or the football team, or just in general here over in the corner, making some noise. May have heard them yelling defense.
Yeah, the cheerleader is acting up. The bench was going wild. Young was not on my to-do list for this play, but I'm glad she was there.
Alicia Young, mid-range jumper has been her bread and butter. It was her bread and butter last season. She was almost automatic from mid-range. This year, she's been pretty good from mid-range too. In that instance, that's the person you go to.
Now here's one thing that we got to keep aware of, okay? 3.9 seconds, 3.7. It's going to be, the ball is going to be moved. You have to be smart. You have to be clean. A foul could end this.
Foul could definitely end this, but one thing to note is California does have a foul, 2 fouls to give before the double bonus. So if it's not a shooting foul, it just gets moved to a different part of the inbound. Lopez to inbound for the Eagles, looking to try and quiet this crowd down and pull off the win. California looking to hold on for the upset. Lopez to inbound. Trying to find somebody. Gets it to Slates. Slates on the layup. Foul is called. Slates will head to the line. Foul is on Young. Slates could win it here for the Eagles. 0.3 seconds.
Slates has shot 3 for 4 in tonight's game. That was not the person you wanted to foul on.
The crowd getting into it here. Slates, the first shot, ties it. Jenna Slates could be the hero for the Ashland Eagles. Will she do it? The second shot is up. It rattles out. And we are headed to overtime here in the Convocation Center.
Everyone take a breath now.
We're going to step away for a quick commercial break. We got an electric one here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Vulcan basketball right here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates its 75th season in 2025 to 26, highlighting the many athletic achievements of its membership institutions. The PSAC has won 59 national team titles, 310 individual titles, produced 29 all-time Olympians, and 43 former PSAC players and coaches have been elected to National Halls of Fame. PSAC proud for 75 years and many more to come.
It's the best of times. It's the worst of times. We've had heart attacks, but it is overtime.
It is overtime indeed. California able to claw their way back into this, being down 40-26 at the half. And now we are in overtime. 5-minute overtime period. We have to reset the foul situation. A couple of players in foul trouble for both teams. Jenna Slates, Hope Hawkins, both in foul trouble. We are tied at 60 apiece.
And Jenna's taking the jump ball.
And we are about to tip off. Young tips it to Baylog, and we are underway for the final 5-minute overtime period. Hull to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to find somebody, working against Slates. Hawkins with the layup. It's good. A little bit of a roller, but it counts nonetheless. Mullet working against Hull, working away inside, kicks it out to Howe. Howe to Mullet again. Mullet working away on the baseline, kicks it out to Howe, who's going to try for three. Why not? Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Slates. Who else? Slates will put it up, and that one falls. Jenna Slates now up to 19 points on the night. Hull over to Williams. Williams gets it into Hawkins. That one tipped away and taken by Mullet. Brings it back the other way for the Eagles. Mullet trying to work her way inside. The layup's up off the glass and good. And a foul's called, so count the bucket. Hull will head to the line. That's going to be on Lucky Hall or Jalasia. That's her first, the team's fifth. So both teams are now in the double bonus for the remainder of this overtime. And she makes it for a three-point play. 65-62 the score. California looking to try and stay in it. Baylog gets it to Hawkins. Back to Baylog. Long range two. Rattles in. Trinity Baylog puts up some more. Back the other way come the Eagles without wasting time. Kicked out to Lopez. Working on Williams. Trying to make her miss. Lopez stepped through. That one off the glass. And good. Alyssa Lopez with the nice moves. Still a three-point game here in the Convocation Center. Hull to Young. Thought about the three. Doesn't take it. Driving the baseline. Reverse layup and one. Alicia Young will head to the line for a three-point play.
Young, she's 1 for 2 on the night, so this is only her second appearance on the strip.
Foul's going to go against Lexi Howe. That's her third. Young rattles it around and no good. Still a one-point game here in the Convocation Center. 3 minutes left. Kick out. And at the carousel. Layup by Vermilia is good. Vermilia absolutely cooking for this Ashland team. Up to 23 points on the night. Almost half the team's point total here tonight. Baylog trying to get some separation. kicks it to Young. Young makes a nice spin move. That one a little bit too strong off the glass, and another rebound by Slates. Why not to add to her total?
If my math is correct, that's actually a third of the team's total.
And a foul will be called. You're about right on your math. That's going to be on Lucky Hall again. It's her second. And Mullet will go to the line for 2. Looking to extend the lead to 5. First shot is up. Rattles around and falls. Second shot by Ashley Mullet is up. And clean execution, it's good. 5-point game. Just over 2 minutes remain in overtime.
She is the third player on Ashland tonight to shoot 75% or better from that line.
Alicia Young with the layup and the foul. She'll go back to the line. This is one of those fouls you have to make it here. We'll bring it within 2.
She's 1 for 3 tonight.
Alicia Young. Sub will come in. Hull checks out. Shaw checks in. Castellanova checks in for the Eagles. And Howe checks out. Young to bring the lead within 2. It's good. 2-point difference. 2 minutes remain. Mullet working on Shaw. Tipped away by Hawkins. Picked up by Keslanova. Jump ball. The possession arrow favors the Eagles. California playing their hearts out right now in the Convocation Center. Trying to stay in it.
Remember how I said at the beginning of this game, I was hoping for something to wake me up?
I hope you're awake.
This game might have overdone a little bit.
I hope you're awake. Mullet trying to get something going. Just over a minute and a half. Mullet, quick pull-up jumper from mid-range. Rattles around, no good. Young tips it to herself. Shaw up the court. Minute and a half remaining. 2-point difference. Timeout called by Coach Strom.
She doesn't take those timeouts often, but this is her third timeout this game.
This one, you got to talk it over. I mean, you're down to a minute and a half. Something's gotta. You gotta talk it over.
You gotta get those pieces in place. You gotta get something clicking, and most importantly, you gotta keep it clean.
You gotta keep it clean indeed. Right now, not many players who can give fouls. You have a couple, but one thing to note for Ashland, now they have 2 players in foul trouble. Lexi Howe is at 4 personal fouls, and so is Jenna Slates, 2 of their better players for this team. Not saying that none of them are good, but Slates and Howe have been really influential for this team, and Slates is still out there for the Eagles.
And so is Hawkins for us.
It's very true.
Who's still sitting at 4 fouls.
Very true. Shaw on the near side. Gets it down to Hawkins. Hawkins has that one nearly stripped away and picked up by the Eagles. Lopez working against Shaw. Trying to get something going. Final minute ticks away. Foul called. And Shaw will be charged with it. That's Shaw's 3rd. And Lopez will head to the line.
You could definitely see the height advantage coming there from Lopez. 4-inch difference.
First shot by Lopez is up and good. Crowd definitely getting a little bit rowdy here as our PA announcer had to remind everyone that sportsmanship is key. And the name of the game is the second shot by Lopez is good. Lopez makes it a 4-point game. Still a minute left to play. We've seen crazier things happen in a minute. Young on the dribble drive. Mid-range 2. No good. Rebounded by Vermilia. And a foul called on the floor. Not sure who's called for what.
Hawkins definitely took a tumble out of that.
They're going to get Gia Castellanova on the foul. It's her third. Hawkins will go to the line for 2.
She's 4 for 9 tonight, so she's been at the line a decent bit this evening.
Hawkins at 15 points. She could tie or even set a new career high. Hawkins to try and bring the lead in the final minute for California. First shot. Rattles around and falls. Hawkins has tied her career high in points. We'll see if she can set a new career high. Second shot is just off the mark. She ties her career high and brings the lead to 3. The final minute is counting down here. Ashland in no hurry, just running this clock for everything it has, forcing California to try and get a last-second 3 to just tie this game again if they don't score. Slates working inside, layup off the glass. Whistle blows.
And you got to think that just about does it.
Not sure what the whistle was about. Now they're conferring. And it will be a timeout called by Coach Strom as she will elect to move the ball to their side of the court. 5-point difference, 23.3 seconds. Again, as you said, that may or may not just about do it. There actually is referees conferring down at the scorer's table, so they may be looking at something. Not sure exactly what they're looking at.
I'm not 100% sure either. I don't think I saw anything.
Yeah, I didn't see anything like any foul or anything like that, but again, they're down there, we're up here. So
yeah,
whatever happens, I guess.
Yeah, we look away for a second to look at some stats for you guys or look at our papers here and
something happens.
Something happens.
It's always something.
It's always something. But I do want to say that, good thing we saw Shaw take a bump earlier today. We saw Kamaya Williams get out of the game a little bit earlier today. I'm glad that they have been back in this game mostly full force. They look healthy. They look good.
So there was no timeout called by California. It was the officials meeting that caused the stoppage. But 23 seconds. Lucky Hall will take the inbound for California, down 5. They put back a couple of seconds, so now there's 27 seconds even left in overtime. As the one ref still confers at the scorer's table. Now it's 26.7. Can we get 26? I tried not to do it, and you did it anyway. When will that meme die?
I asked that the other day. I substitute at the local high school, middle school here, and
now there's 2.7 seconds. I'm not sure what's happening, but continue on, I guess.
And I was asking that, and it's one of those things that it may never die. It might just become less funny, like some other numbers that we share.
True. Yep. So 26.8 seconds is what they've finally settled on, and Hull will let this roll because the clock does not start until the ball is touched. And she'll pick up the ball. Hull gets it to Young. try to get something going. Young puts it up, off the glass. 17.9 seconds lead down to 3, and I believe that they will just let this one run as Hull will cause the foul with 10.9 seconds. That's her third. You got to think that even if Mullet makes one of these, it's a million times harder. But if she makes both, it's probably the final nail in the coffin as she misses the first.
She is shooting 75% tonight going into this set.
Second shot is no good. Picked up and a timeout called by California. 10 seconds remain in overtime. With that timeout, Coach Strom's going to elect to move the ball to her side of the court. Three-pointer ties it again.
Listen, man, I don't know how much more of this I can take. So, yeah, 10 seconds, 3 points left. You got to rely on your your three-point shooters here.
Very true, but here's the other question that I was just given by our advisor, Gary Smith. If you're Ashland, you're up by 3, 10 seconds. Do you foul? Send one of the Vulcans to the line.
Do you know who I would foul if that is the case?
Who?
Hawkins.
True.
She is only 5 for 11 tonight.
It's
less
true.
than 50%.
It's very true.
And she has 4 fouls. So if anything happened, even if the foul doesn't go in Ashland's favor or California's favor, Hawkins is now out of that game for the last 8-9 seconds.
Well, California will have the ball. Ashland would be the one fouling. So Maya Morgan to inbound. And a foul called on the inbound. As they're going to get Gia Castellanova on the foul on the inbound.
Can't say I have ever seen that.
No, I'm going to say that too. And they're going to redo the inbound, I think. That's her 4th foul. So now another Ashland Eagle in foul trouble. Kamaya Williams and Nina Shaw. And Alicia Young will head to the line for 2. Bring this to a 1-point game with 10 seconds remaining.
Young has only shot 25% tonight, 1 for 4.
So right now the Vulcans have cut it to 2. The only Vulcan with 4 fouls is Hope Hawkins. So everyone still technically has a foul to give. Second shot by Young. Rattles in. The lead is at 1. And timeout is called by Ashland.
So here's my question to you. If you're Young, do you make that shot and only down by 1 and hopefully get a foul or something to bring that ball back? Or do you purposely have missed that shot and tried to tie it up with the 2?
This is one of those where it's so close that you really want to get all the points you can. And I like the idea of actually trying to make it. But now with California, the inbound's going to be on Ashland's side of the court. So as soon as they catch that ball, you got to foul. Somebody has to foul. Send them to the line. Hopefully it's somebody who isn't the greatest at free throw shooting, but they have there are plenty of Ashland Eagles who are really, really good at foul shots. And so you really just have to try and get something unless Hawkins can swat it away and somebody can take off and get the ball to win the game. The inbound goes to Vermilia, and Shaw will foul with 8 seconds remaining. Vermilia will head to the line, try and put this one to bed.
You're not going to like this number.
She's efficient.
3 for 4 tonight.
Yeah, Vermilia is efficient at the line. That is for sure. And as we said before, Vermilia coming into this game has been 8 for 10 from the free throw line. So she's a very, very efficient foul shooter. We'll see if this crowd can get into her head. The first shot is off the front of the rim. Everyone hold your cards. We'll see if the crowd can get back into her head. 8 seconds. One shot. Vermilia missed it. The Vulcans have to try and get something going to Morgan. And a travel is called. Morgan took one too many steps.
And the sad thing is, I think that was just instinct to get away from the defender, to try and do something.
Maya Morgan subs out. Eagles have to get it in. A foul is called on the inbound again.
And you can hear the demeanor in this crowd just shifted after that travel call.
It's very true. Trinity Baylog was called for the foul. Lexi Howe is at the line for 2. 2.7 seconds if you're California. You have to hope that she misses these two, you get the rebound, and you just got to heave. Desperation almost.
We haven't seen her at the line yet.
First shot rattles in. 2-point game. A long heaving 3-ball would still win it if she misses.
A quick 2 would tie it.
Quick 2 would tie it, but second shot makes it.
Now you need the long 3.
You need the long 3 to tie. Baylog just has to heave it, and that is going to do it. Ashland holds on, is able to walk away with the win. 77-74. What a game here in the Convocation Center.
I need to go lay down after that one.
It looked like at first, we were told by our advisor they might be reviewing, but it looks like that is not the case. That's going to do it here from the Convocation Center. California falls 75-77 to Ashland. Once again, Hunter Garman joined with me with James Anderson. Thank you all for watching right here on CTV, CTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network. And as always, good night, California.